Tonight, we continue to track the latest on a fire at Kirkbrae Country Club. That fire tore through part of the facility in May, leaving dozens without a wedding venue.
12 News reporter Matt Paddock joins us live in studio with the very latest on this story. Matt?
Well, Kim and Kayla, according to officials over at Kirkbrae, 46 weddings have been impacted by the fire. Now they say they've got their eyes set on being back up and running by early fall.
Say at least September 30th. That is our hope.
The damage left behind from that May 22nd fire is still evident over at Kirkbrae Country Club, causing a local favorite for large-scale events like weddings to close their doors for the time being. And it's not just weddings that have been impacted.
In the summer months, I would put the number around 100 as far as smaller scale, larger scale events that we've unfortunately had to either relocate or cancel.
Last week, we learned that all weddings scheduled through July 31st would be held at alternative venues, including some as recent as this past weekend.
Several of these weddings have already been successfully produced at alternative venues. People are really, from our event staff, stepping right up, going, meeting with them. We've had our chefs in other facilities.
While weddings scheduled from August 1st through September 30th were refunded. The amount unclear.
We're handling that confidentially, but I can tell you that we have had no complaints. Absolutely not.
According to Lincoln Assistant Fire Chief Robert Fisher, the cause of the fire is still unknown at this time, but that the fire protection systems in the building are up and running, even commenting on the extent of the damage.
The major portion of the damage is in the kitchen area. There are other water damage and smoke damage throughout.
And Kirkbrae making it a point to thank everyone that has reached out for the outpouring of support, and that they have been able to keep the golf course open, including hosting golf charity events, which they say raise more than $500,000 annually. Reporting live in studio, Matt Paddock, 12 News.
New details from the owners of Kirkbrae Country Club on the impacts of the fire that tore through part of the Lincoln facility in May. We learned today dozens of couples who are scheduled to be married there have to find somewhere else to say their vows. 12 News reporter Matt Paddock joins us now with that update and when the club expects to reopen. Matt?
Well, Shannon, 46 weddings. That's how many have been impacted by the fire at Kirkbrae Country Club. Now managers shift their focus to assisting those impacted and getting back up and running by early fall.
I'm very proud of them and how they're handling this situation.
Kirkbrae Country Club has been an economic driver for Northern Rhode Island for years, a home to large and small scale events.
In the summer months, I would put the number around 100 as far as smaller scale, larger scale events that we've unfortunately had to either relocate or cancel.
A fire tore through part of the club back on May 22nd, causing them to close their doors to large-scale venues for the foreseeable future, as staff are doing what they can to help the 46 weddings impacted.
The situation is so fluid, it changes day by day, and we just keep talking to everybody and giving them as much information as we have available to us at that time.
Mike Bradshaw, the COO at Kirkbrae, said they've been working on making room for some of the smaller events throughout the summer.
We will be moving some of those smaller events across the street. We have a tent that's being set up over there.
But for the weddings scheduled through July 31st, those are being moved elsewhere.
Several of these weddings have already been successfully produced at alternative venues. People are really, from our event staff, stepping right up, going, meeting with them. We've had our chefs in other facilities.
While those scheduled between August 1st and September 30th being refunded all deposits and payments. Now, the cause of the fire is still under investigation, but Lincoln Fire tell us the majority of damage was done to the site's kitchen. Reporting live in studio, Matt Paddock, 12 News.